Hello there, welcome to another episode of the Drive Through Podcast. Episode number 2. Despite being 12 months since the last episode, we're carrying on the series. This episode of the podcast, we're going to talk about a little YouTube event that you may have heard of. Basically, KSI, Logan Paul, Jake Paul and Deji, Comedy Shorts Gamer, had a bit of a scrap in Manchester at the weekend. I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos about it. I've seen plenty myself. But I thought I'd do a quick podcast that's talking about my thoughts. I mean, I watched it on the live stream. Well, to be honest, I only watched the last 3 fights, and they're the 3 fights I'm going to talk about. Who cares about the other fights? Not me. But yeah, I mean, the first fight that I seen was just before the main fight card. Was Anison Gibb versus Jay Swingler of the TGF Bros channel. Probably out of the 3 fights I've seen, and I've heard a lot of people say it, out of all the fights, probably the best fight of the night. I mean, not necessarily for technical ability or anything like that. It was just very balanced, went the full 4 rounds, and yeah, it was just really entertaining. Anison Gibb obviously fought on the last undercard against Max, and absolutely battered him. So that's all I've seen of Anison. Jay Swingler, obviously none of us have seen anything prior to that fight, but we know he can take a lot of pain. I've been a big fan of Jay since I've seen both Jay and Rommel on the True Geordie podcast. So yeah, I mean, fairly even first couple of rounds. Very surprised by, well, not so much surprised, because we thought he might have quite a lot of resistance. Jay, that is, and that's what it was. I mean, Anison Gibb, absolute machine, great stamina. Just constantly stayed at Jay, just didn't give him a moment's rest, and that's what really won the fight. Lots of body shots, but yeah, like I was surprised by Jay. He threw some good punches, kept himself in the fight. Obviously bleeding from the nose a lot, but yeah, made it to 4 rounds. But I'll say in the end, Anison Gibb won it on the points, which was a fair result in my opinion. That's what I'd have gave him. And yeah, I'd say fair result, good fight, very entertaining. And then obviously the next fight after that was Jake Paul and Deji, and Jake Paul came out looking like a white Darth Vader. Deji came out looking quite quiet, quite focused, quite within himself. It's not quite like Deji. He's a bit of a character, we all know. And yeah, another surprising fight. Went 5 rounds this one. I think Jake Paul had the edge in each and every round all through the fight. But surprised by Deji. Again, great character, great heart. Took a lot of shots throughout in 5 rounds. I mean, he gave a few good shots back. Obviously, that's why it went to 5 rounds. But yeah, I mean, Jake Paul, he just had more stamina. I mean, up to the 3rd round, I mean, they were both in it. And then 4th round, Jake's up to dominate as Deji tired. Jake sort of took over, and Deji's team threw in the towel. I mean, I can't see it being a rematch here. I think Jake Paul obviously wants to fight Chris Brown, but I think he'll move on to someone else. I can see Deji fighting again, definitely. Put up a good fight. Maybe someone like Weller. I know Anison Gibb called out Weller, but someone like Weller, someone at similar stature, I think would be a bit of a fairer fight. But yeah, well, hats off to both of them. And that just leaves the main event, as it were. KSI versus Logan Paul. At this point, there was about 800,000. 800,000 peaked at 800,000 on the views on the live stream, which was fantastic. Their bank balance is really fantastic for me. It makes no difference in my life, but yeah, I thought that was pretty great from them both. But yeah, Jake Logan started off first 2 rounds very positive, great jab, and just kept KSI at distance. He couldn't really get near him, and absolutely dominated the first 2 rounds. Clearly won them both. But sort of round three was close. KSI sort of, he was just a bit more active, a bit quicker. Started slipping and sliding, dodging Logan's jab, working his way around it. Came back in the third. Third was pretty equal for me. I probably leaned towards Logan. But yeah, and the final 3 for me, KSI absolutely dominated. Like I say, he just came back into it. Logan started to tire, which was surprising. I mean, he's obviously the bigger guy, taller guy, slightly heavier. I mean, there's not much to in it, but bigger muscles, bigger in the arms, which is probably why he slowed him down. But yeah, KSI, some great shots. So he got a lot more respect from me. I mean, I'm not KSI's biggest fan. I thought he was a bit cocky after the fight with Weller. I don't think he showed him much respect. But yeah, KSI, I didn't think he had it, especially after the first 2 rounds. I thought Logan would have wrapped it up, at least points wise. I mean, round 5 was, again, it was a close one, but I'd say KSI won that one. And then round 6, where Logan he was grabbing onto him, constantly coming in for the hooks, and yeah, he was totally dominated in round 6. That was a landslide to KSI. Like I say, if there was a couple more rounds, then KSI would have won it by a mile. But yeah, I think in the end of the day, draw, fair result. As we all know, there's always going to be a rematch. So I mean, there's a lot of people calling it staged, calling it rigged. I don't say you can rig an amateur boxing match. It just doesn't work like that. And I thought that the judges were fair with their assumption of the draw. I know, of course, Logan's going to come out and claim he won it. KSI's going to come out and claim he won it. But a draw for me, it makes it interesting going into the rematch in America. So yeah, like I say, it's going to be an interesting one. I've heard December, possibly February. December's quite soon. That's 4 months. I mean, the guys are fit enough. They've been obviously in the training camp for the last couple of months. So why not just keep that going and bang out one in December, as I say. But possibly February would be more realistic. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Of course, you have the main event of Logan and KSI, but I expect Joe Weller to be on this undercard, Deji, Jake Paul all on this undercard, possibly Chris Brown, JMX definitely. I've not seen the JMX fight, but I've heard he put up a good account again. Which, again, I'm not his biggest fan, so I wasn't quite expecting it. But fair play to him. I mean, he's a big lad, so I expect him to come back on the next undercard. Not quite sure who against, but yeah, I mean, there's a few on there. Obviously, Cunningham, he won his fight again. I didn't see that one, so possibly on the undercard might be a bit bigger stage for him in America. Yeah, I mean, True Geordie, Lawrence, Joe Weller did a great job on the sort of hosting the event. I'm not that impressed by Geordie's commentary for fighting. Anyway, his football commentary's alright, but I think he just gets carried away a bit. But yeah, I mean, they put on a good event. Let's go, champ! cheers for watching. If you want to like, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully I'll be doing a few more of these in the next few weeks as I come back to the channel. But yeah, like I say, if you liked it, give it a like, and if you want to subscribe. Cheers.